I did not remain silent. Report by Dietrich Bonhoeffer. I was a theologian, a pastor, a man of words. Born in 1906 in Breslau, I came from a respected family. I studied in Tübingen, Berlin, and New York. At 25, I became a lecturer in theology. I could have pursued an academic career, but I saw where Germany was heading. National Socialism was not just a political movement. It was an assault on conscience, an assault on truth, on compassion, on God. I recognized it early, and I did not remain silent. In 1933, shortly after Hitler came to power, I gave a talk. The Führer Principle, a misunderstanding in the church. I wrote against injustice, against Gleichschaltung, against anti-Semitism. I co-founded the Confessing Church, a church that obeyed God, not the state. I trained future pastors in underground seminaries because the regime sought to nationalize the gospel. I spent time in London, later in the United States, but I returned to Germany in 1939. Not because I had to, but because I owed it to myself and to my people. I wrote, I will have no right to participate in the rebuilding of Christian life in Germany if I do not share the trials of this time with my people. From 1940 on, I worked in the resistance, in the Abwehr, under Admiral Canaris. I traveled as a clergyman. In truth, I was a courier of conscience. I informed the Allies of what was happening inside Germany. I helped Jews escape. I knew words alone were no longer enough. I wrote, we are not simply to bandage the wounds of victims beneath the wheels of injustice, but to drive a spoke into the wheel itself. In 1943, I was arrested. They found letters, writings, poems. I wrote from prison to family, to my fiancée, to friends. Despite the darkness, hope remained. Despite the chains, clarity endured. I knew what was coming, and yet I held fast to what had carried me: faith, conscience, responsibility. On April 9, 1945, just weeks before the war's end, Hitler had me executed at Flossenbürg concentration camp. No trial, no mercy. A fellow prisoner remembered my last words. This is the end, but for me the beginning of life. My voice was silenced, but my thoughts endure. Because conscience does not die, and the belief in what is right outlives any regime.